Hello! Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here. My name is Casey. I am the Guardian Oracle 33. What did I sound like? I am answering the phone for a company. 33 and 2/4. Let me shift the energy. Give me just a second. Welcome in, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a psychic medium and intuitive. Somebody here finds 11 cents, a dime and 1 penny. Over and over and over. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Long time no see since Friday. Happy Taco Tuesday. Right. This is going to be the whatever comes out rate by popular demand. Alright. We're going to get some intuitive messages here. Beautiful messages. Beautiful, I feel like an awe. It's an awe. Huh. Right. Holy Spirit, holy angels. Okay, so they're talking about turning the page, something new. Okay, so we're going to turn the page. Cheerio to all of you guys. Welcome in. Much appreciated. This is going to be a whatever comes out read by popular demand. I'm going to go from, well, you're just going to, it's a surprise. It is a surprise where we're coming from. Why did that feel so prominent that I said that? It's a surprise. Bear doggy moved over there. You're wagging your tail. We're not going to say where Bear Dog is, but he might be over there. Bear Dog, is that you? Bear Dog. Oh, cranky. You want a cracker? Paul, you want a cracker? Alright. This is what you're wanting. Just an old saltine. Alright. That's all you're gonna get. What's up, Timothy? Bear Dog, what do you think? And you ain't getting any more, you don't need it. Alright, guys. Welcome in. My name is Casey. I am the I am that I am. Alright, let's go, Trollstis. You want to troll, Trollstis? What is it? This bee's got some, and I don't know how many. He's got the stinger there, and that's all that matters is that the bee's got the stinger. Okay. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay, let's do the little now. Oh. We don't like it now, do we? Ooh. I think we're catching Bear Dog's shaking his tail. I think we're catching on to something here, Bear Dog. All right. In my country, you would have job removed. In my country, you'd be deported. 44 problems, but a deporte 81. Ooh. You can definitely tell when you're picking up on the troll sis. All right, guys, here we go. So for those of you that are just now tuning in, welcome to the lodge. Welcome to the sarcophagus. Roberto. All right. Let's see which one of these losers trolling me right now is headed on their way out. Ooh, the one that's an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. Which one of them? Hold on, let's see. In the future is going to end up one of the biggest humanitarians. They're going to see what a dickhead they were in the past and turn it around. Yeah, they're going to be like, man, if I wasn't such a douchebag back there, too bad I loved my Xbox so much. Guys, are you there? Oh, you were trolling. You were trolling. This feels like player number one. But when there's nobody else to compete against, I guess you are number one. And when you main standalone, boy, do you ever. Alone that you are. It's a hard knock life. for us. Troll's got a tower moment. Troll's got a tower moment. Tower moment is you could be awesome, but you're still you're a little boy. It's my first time. It's my first time to America. Alright guys, this is whatever the hell comes out. Looks like we're already halfway there, huh? For the person watching right now, what do they need to know most? You could want your freedom. Like being free is one of the most important things. You could actually pray for it day in and day out to see justice. Maybe you do pray in a sweat lodge. That's something you ask your ancestors for, is your freedom. Maybe you use stones to do this. You feel called to certain stones, certain rocks. Maybe this is your power. It's okay to be unique. It's okay to be unique. What's going on in this lodge here? Oh. Maybe there's people within this healing resort or this healing space that aren't actual, let's see, healers. You know what I mean? Like they've only taken their level of experience to a certain, like I'm seeing like an elder or somebody who is at the chief, the head of something. You've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse and Temperance in reverse. You've got somebody, and I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't see the Empress in reverse out here. You know? Perhaps somebody who walks away. I feel like if you are part of a tribe or you are part of some sort of, I wanted to say colony. Somebody definitely here is leaving their roots, leaving, and I heard I'm not just leaving, I'm abandoning. I'm abandoning those parts of myself that are so strictly ruled by what another thinks. How many hours? Somebody here is counting all of the hours of their day they give to another person on account of fear, on account of dispelling confusion, you know? I feel like you're on a mission to dispel some sort of confusion here. You're walking away from a tower moment, actually, that could happen because some sort of forward precognizance insight that you have. But can you release enough of your own intention, can you release enough here? Can you let go of? Can you make the proper choice? Okay. There's a lot of major arcana out here, kind of, you know, coming over the top of this Four of Pentacles here. And the Four of Pentacles speaks of having a hard time of letting go. Your intuition here. I feel like a lot of this read is going to have to do with your intuition. A lot of this read has to do with the way that you're connecting with yourself within your own being, the way you're going through your own conscious thoughts. Maybe you are thinking about not working. Maybe you're not sure if you even trust the people that you work with, for some of you. You're kind of asking God here, like, there's got to be more than this, you know, because I'm feeling pretty beat up. I'm feeling pretty torn down, but yet illuminated. You know, when the Ten of Swords comes out, this is when the sun is setting and you're tired. I feel like there is a layer of exhaustion that's here for some. And I feel like, yeah, we all know you're a hard worker. We all know that you can push yourself to the max because that's all you've known your whole life. Maybe that's just the way that you were raised, was to stand up for or against. You know, it feels like a lot of energy's going there too. In whatever way, it feels like maybe you are fighting for something in your life here. And that something you're fighting in your life for is like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. I actually, I want to feel a sense of love, adventure, something that scares me, something that pushes me. And just as much as people may perceive the Ten of Swords, the first one, Ten of Swords, what does their like third eye look like at this time? They could be combating here. What are they combating against in their intuition? The authenticity and the longevity. I think somebody could see you as a person who is very, when I say established, I'm talking about within the personal self. Feel very established within your own personal being. There's a lot of planning here. Maybe even if like something is going to turn out a specific way. You know what I really feel ultimately in this energy outside of a regular telltale story of a fucking tarot reader is when you question the universe, has the universe not brought you the depth through the depths of hell? And if you are, and I'm not saying this to everybody, but there's a few that watch me that are like, why? Don't say that. Let's just keep it real. Maybe you're just not at the level at which others are at this point in time. I was there. You know, one thing, don't mistake your courage for arrogance, okay? Don't mistake your willpower for annoyance. There's going to be people that you trigger that want to say you're annoying. You speak too much. You talk too much. You know, with you, people feel like it's my way or the highway. You know, but nonetheless, people do see you as a leader, somebody who's going to say, look, the way that you're handling things here, it's not right. It's not okay. What's up? There's the soul family. It's not all right. You know, somebody here goes at things alone in a very desperado type of way. Soul seeking, soul searching. There's a level of victory here, okay? It's interesting that both masculine and feminine energies are looking in the same direction. They're looking in the same direction. And here, next to the Justice, we have the Lovers. Yet again, they're looking in different directions, but yet again, it's like they're looking at each other. Isn't that quite interesting? I see you. Can you see me? No, I see you. Can you see me? Not really. I think somebody might be receiving like very intuitive information. Intuitive. I feel like there could be a cutoff in that too. This is through the mind, okay? And somebody's struggling with that concept or construct. And I don't think it's really that. I think it's more electromagnetic transference. This is something that's happening through a state of submersiveness within the being. Okay, ritual within a state of intention. Great intention. I got some I got some down there channeled messages out here for y'all. You want to hear these channel messages? Judy, sit down. Look, 2 of Cups in the Healer. When you come face to face with the one thing that's like, dude, you're the person, place, or thing. Could even be your own self. I might not know all of the story. I might not know all of you. Me. Us. We. It's like at least 3 dimensions of connections here from the high one. Embracing the connection. I really pick up on like a energy through the astral realm. That's what I pick up on. I pick up on a very spiritual, magnetic, fluent, knowing, self-knowing. channel messages here. Walking the line. Zonkers. Indian sands. Edge of the earth. Huh? You text lots of emojis. And I wrote energies. Ancient troll from Transylvania, #1. That's funny. Summer's Eve. Isn't that for your vagina? Somebody's on a hot July summer's eve. Summer's Eve. I hope that's not the summer's eve. Did I see two lips? Does it resonate? Is this a resonant energy or just this resonance? It's resonating. What's happened back there? Okay, it's a ancient picture. To be Jewish religion. Summer's Eve. Why you put fucking summer lovin'? What happened on Summer's Eve? Boy, there's a lot of bossing around here. It's a lot of you do or you don't. It's a lot of stepping up and like don't be set in your ways. It'd be nice to know what ways I'm set in if I don't know that I'm set in them. I'm willing, I'm ready, I'm rejuvenated, I'm willing to. The ants go marching one by one. Hoorah, hoorah. 2 by 2, 22. Feminine energy, master number. That could be your life path number here. Lots of combative, have it my way or no way. So there's a real energy here of trying to combine or meld a couple different energies. Let's see what the universe has to say to you. Ooh, piece of chocolate. Frankie. It's my chocolate. I don't have a lot of time to eat today. I'm having a few nuts. I heard they're good for you. Don't argue, call me. I don't know nothing about any of that. That's a peppered almond. Bear dog, I just work here and it's my first day. To be Jewish religion. And when I said to be, it's like be. To be a fucking be and ought to be. Somebody's like really looking into the meaning of certain things. Like, what does that even mean? What does it all fucking mean? What am I fighting for? What am I out here fighting for? You know, yeah, I've got the me and the, but if I'm just as small as a speck of a sand, then what good am I in? You know, there's a lot of evolutionary questions I feel that come through, you know, and I think that a lot of that has to do with some angelic healing that's happening at this time. 77 through the divine masculine, seeing the I am enough. The I am that I am. Let go of any expectations. So I'm going to tell you right now, if you're expecting something to be in a specific way, shape, or form, it ain't. There's no way. I heard the name Craig. 1010, divine creativity. Receiving cosmic guidance. The High Lord of gratitude and service. Selflessness, humility, conscious action. The Lush. 2 of Michael. It will be better if you just make decisions. Over analyzing a problem. Find a compromise here. Find the fucking compromise. There'll be no fighting. 22, 22nd of 2 2 1 2 2 2 2. January 22nd of 22. It's very prominent. January 22nd of 22. What were you doing that day? Where were you? Bear, I just accidentally dropped some Sorry. Did you get my chocolate? No, I'm not supposed to have chocolate at all. Do you guys like the yellow earrings? Come on, everybody. Show some love and appreciation. Hit that like button, please, and spank you. Alicia, I bet if we told them we'd spank them, they'd hit that like button. Like, how hard? Oh, well, fucking how hard do you want it? How fucking hard do you need it? Some of you need backhanded. Right off your mama's porch, you've been back talking, mother. God. I just work here. Did you get a lot of chocolate? What? You're not supposed to have chocolate. That's what the good Lord says. That's what it says in the Bible. Dogs are not allowed to have chocolate. Hey, I don't write the rules. We just obey them. Fucking magical Trilla peanuts. What the fuck, dude? This shit's expensive. Don't make me choose. Peanuts or chocolate? Can we put them together? Put those two numbers together because that's where I'm at. Some of you could resonate with the Light Army. Working with the Light Army here. What up, Mooncat? I don't think you're slithering in and I'm not going to see you with my one eye. October 11th here. Okay, you're being called to take some action. 1414, lots of synchronicities. Like, how many more synchronicities do you need to get your shit together? And I'm only asking for a friend. This has nothing. I'm just reading the cards. All right. There is something here about like when you light up, when you smoke, when you light up, when you are at this state of, there's a connection here. And it's not only when this is about, but you need to know somebody's watching over you with the 2112 here, 777. You know, they say 777 is the lucky money number, but really 888 is the lucky money number. 777 is a highly spiritual number. Somebody here is way into numerology. You've got the social skills, but your belief systems may be crumbling. Oh, cranky. Is my phone really about today? You gotta be shitting me. I'm doing this tonight, Casey. It's like 2020 news. Let's go. Channeled messages. Whatever the hell comes out. Oh, guess we're not using those. One of them has to do with Cali. California love. In the city of Compton. We'll keep it rocking. Alright, full armor of God. Underground. Wishing you discover. Oh, discover. Just kidding. It says, wishing you disappear. Drunk jerk. Mean. Hurtful to kids. Spell work on a reader, a healer, rainbow child, third wave here. No time looking back now. Be free, you England fuck. Gossip and shit talking. Your path. Alright. The ability to see future events. Oh, is that why we should talk? Because you might know we let us something. It's just a consciousness. It's a consciousness. Everybody can connect to it. Are you? It was all planned here. It's all planned. Possibly by a father here. The number 22 comes out again. That's twice tonight. It was all planned by a father. Light language. Gifted to heal. Maybe you have this light language. I heard, oh, the profundity by Chiron. Amazed by you. future selves, for future advanced versions, 2121. Look at the numbers go up with the synchronicity. Aries. It feels like the moon in Aries here. Interstellar communications beyond this earth realm. Number 444. These are intergalactic communications. Only an illusion. Hybrid being. Advanced DNA out here. Any other channel messages that want to come out of this deck? Oh, cronky. It has not been an easy path for sure. Birth of something new will come out of this. That's interesting for those two to come out. A Leo. Alright? Holy Spirit. Very psychic. Knowing, keep going. You're being guided. You'll be famous from this. Somebody thinks you're just fishing for information. Children play an important role. Hired hitman. Wow, very specific message here. Sacred symbols here. 921, right as I look at it. The number 12, violet flame. Ascended masters come out. Court case, fair judgment, a truth seeker here. In a trance, working with shadow beings. Great job on your path. Your soul is beautiful here. And at the very end, you've got the peacock spirit that comes out. USA military, okay? This could have to pertain with some sort of situation. Voodoo, African American magic. All right, good friends will replace these bad ones. Looks like you already have a powerful knowing of, like, just a soul resonance of, like, what your soul, it's regardless of what the linear brain wants to know it as, see it as, label it as, put it in the mind as. The energy is not of resonance with you, and that's why you sought it out in the first place, or your spirit guides brought it to your attention, right? A lot of times the things that get brought to our attention is because some things. Now, some of us, you know, we got to be very careful with those monitoring spirits that will try to lead us down a path, or we mistake our psychic knowing for an intuition for maybe an empathic energy that you're picking up on somebody who's sending you or thinking about you at that time. You know, somebody who has a, you know, not very happy with you, or those lower deities or thoughts or attachments. Shit, you can get attachment from somebody on the subway, the train, the bus, riding past somebody out in the desert in the middle of bumfucked Egypt, and you got a pretty mouth on the horseback with 2 camels, a mule pack, 1/2, and a can of, well, it was 2 cans, but I drank 1 bottle of beer on the wall. Either way, we got out of that son of a bitch. We got 2 cards that come out. Corrupt cult, religious cult, and Paris. Stolen. In a trance, shadow. Walker. That's twice that came out. My nose is itching. Alright. 3 prominent cards to crown this readout of this deck, and I'm going to go into the other, what needs to come out as far as channeled. Okay, we got Akashic Records here. 3 cards exactly came out. Bottom of the deck, drugs are involved, and your friend needs healing. Ooh, that's rough. Behind the drugs, what is there? We got a Virgo out here, and itchy nose. Your guides are close. My nose just starts itching. Archangels are protecting you. Jealousy at its finest. Behind the jealousy is somebody's crumbling old beliefs. Okay, this could be a landowner, somebody who's losing a piece of land. Let's settle back in and just ground this energy. Patience. Talk to me about the shooting star, stargazing family. So we're talking about letting go here. And black sheep. Perspective and confusion. Okay, so there could be like a confusion around who you are, your intuition, what you stand for, what you came here for. Not even that you know that you came here for this, but there is something very expected about your coming about. How you've held from the 4 corners of the devil's asshole himself, and your self-righteous ass is still in the light. Fucking love you, Spirit. Your self-righteous ass is still in the light. There's confusion about how your ass is in the light. Maybe you're not in the light. Maybe somebody else is in the light. Like, how did they break through my walls of Jericho? How did you break through my walls of Jericho? Well, I only had to switch my perspective, dummy. I mean, you got two of America's Most Wanted in the same place at the same motherfucking time. What did you expect? That I was just gonna let it go? Huh? Thought you were just gonna moiter me, throw me in the bag, toss me down, that I wouldn't overcome these hard obstacles? You got what I need, and you say he's just your friend. Oh, baby, that's kind of jealousy. You need to trust here. You need to trust into something. You trust yourself, your heart, where you've been led to, where you're at. There's some sort of sense of jealousy, something you're balancing out. Like I said, get your ass back into nature. You could be very well feeling the feelings, or akashically, maybe you're astral traveling. Maybe you're getting into a sense of self where there's many of you and you're connecting with the all that is, the highest version of yourself. You know, just because you recognize somebody on the soul level here in this time and space does not mean that you don't, because everything's happening now. So let's think about that. A lot of people come to tarot and want the answers of like what's going on in relationship, what's happening. Really, more or less, it's about connecting. It's about knowing what you've been going through over the last XYZ, and you are now connecting with another person who may or may not pick up on it. That could be a sign for you. Your spirit guides know what it is that you're etching or looking for. You've got 666 out here and 0404. You could also be seeing 1010 as well as 1221. Your spirit guides are saying like there is a drama alert that's coming out here, okay? There's a need to slow down and to reflect, okay? There is something very spiritual about this transaction that happens between you and another, but there's somebody here, or even yourself, that needs to hold the vision and be able to take action here in a specific direction, okay? You have the support in doing that here with the 333, and it feels like you've been in this repetitive pattern of like endless cycles. All right, you got basketball, twin soul, unconditional love, healers, so in love, and twin soul. Right, the color brown could be prominent, and you got violet flame master, hands that heal. You both could be the same side. Past life regression, soul retrieval. I feel like that is, you know, somebody here has refused the call in the past, and now they're coming to back to their senses through something that they've experienced or are about to experience here. We know this has not been an easy path. Maybe there's alcohol that seems to hold somebody back here. Again, we got light language to heal. Create a sacred space where you can connect. California comes out again. What does the higher self have here for the collective that's watching? All right, we know that your energy here is serving the light. Right, that you're out here dispelling some sort of confusion, and your spirit nature again. Nature comes out again. Oh, cranky! Nature. Your friend needs healing. Black sheep. Okay. Akashic records. So something could be repeating itself this time. Oh, not the book. Got what too? All right, let's get into nature. Yeah, I just can't quite scroll like I used to. Shit, we're gonna have to let that dry out. Page number 78. It does feel like that energy of like, you know, when miracles do start to happen for you, is it because we shift our perspective? Is it because we're gleaming into a past hope? Is it because we're perceiving something in such a way now that we weren't before, that's giving us this ability to fight the demons and slay the demons inside us that once weren't there? Is it something from our past that's resurrected? Is this walking away? There's a lot of back turns. Is this coming home to ourselves, coming home to what we once knew? Because I feel like whatever you've walked away from or are about to walk away from here that has been tiresome and trying, it's the warrior in you. This is what created this deep knowing and going through these challenges. That's like this. The bridge is over here. What you're really looking for, and it's leaving what's in the past, walking away. And this is like a Johnny Depp moment. And I don't know why I wanted to say that. It's when you divorce somebody who's fucking super psycho. It's in God's hands here. This is like achieving a certain level to where the Wheel of Fortune is showing up in your energy saying, let's give it a fucking go here. You could be in your head about what the universe, like it's just, I think, more of like an allegory or a thought form that has attached itself to you. Or like I heard cardinal brain. Because anytime we put control in somebody else's hand, human nature is, I don't trust you. When we don't trust it, we don't know what it is, we push it away, right? It's human nature. It's instinctual. We're really quite primitive. There's something here that's got somebody in their mind, but I think somebody brings ease to that by their gentleness, their kindness, and their warm nature. It's the Queen of Wands. She's somebody who is very excited, very passionate about what she does. Very, I heard the word conducive. And then you bring in the gentle, warm nature, like that motherly instinct within that. Those are beautiful energies to come together that show support and passion in the same sense, okay? There's no need to worry here. Maybe this isn't your worry. Maybe this is a worry of another here. Like I said, we see a friend is needing healing out here. And why? It's because you hold a peacock spirit, violet flame, USA military. So maybe somebody has the ability to heal something within you that's been quite difficult. Quite difficult. I feel like you hold this torch here. Somebody does for you. I do want to say it does have to do with you just experimenting, letting yourself go. The fool goes out on the edge of the cliff and is exploring and not sure, doesn't see that they could walk off the cliff. Everybody who's been there, done that, it's like, no, don't do that. We've all tried. And, it feels like somebody shows up and you're like, how the fuck did you do that? You might not be sure, but they did. They did. And maybe it has to do with paying the toll beneath the bridge lifetimes before. They just knew the right words to say, pretty please with the cherry on top, and bam, they were in. They were in there. 2424, as I say this, lots of synchronicities. Not only were they in there, but they're from there. Do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the breeze. With tales I wish you would tell me. Ooh, there's a conjunction here. I heard that. The Empress and the Nine of Wands. The way that you're showing up through the tarot, which tarot originally was invented in the 1400s or back in that time when it was really used for those rich societies that were involved in secret societies or occultism with sacred symbols, animals, colors, elements, was to bring those four corners of all those elements together and show a level of progression in the way that they communicated. You could be connected to that here. With the major arcana showing up here, there's a level of enlightenment that you're accepting or receiving or awakening that is well beyond your time, your space. It's not really, because it's all happening now, but you're receiving this information from the oversoul, okay? So the all that is, it's like seeding that information. And I don't think you're the only one that's tapping into this energy quite yet. I think that this actually, I heard previous to this, I think this really has to do with the amount of energy and openness. You could be a water sign. You could be somebody that just very fire and water. You meld all these things together. You could be some sort of matriarch. See the sacred symbol on her hand down here? Pay attention to the symbology, the sacredity. Could be very esoteric, okay? I would say very work driven. Anything that's not benefiting you at this time, it's ingrained within your being, whether it's a space and time or that your oversoul is experiencing it at this time. This dedication, it's happening on all levels. Look at this dedication, this time and energy into writing, knowing, seeking, feeling. Okay, maybe on these 3 levels, you're doing this work on higher ends, and that's allowing you in the physical realm here to escape or to leave a certain situation. There's a huge level of alignment that's happening here. We've got justice that comes out, and this to me really speaks of the laws that are governing our what laws are we following, the physical laws or the laws of the heart here. Looks like you're following the laws of your heart. You're using your creativity to connect with things like, what do these laws mean? What does this space mean? I serve here in humanity. I obey the laws of treating man. I'm a great person. I haven't always been a great person. There's something like, even though you've ascended to a certain level, there could be other energies, allegories, archons that are trying to attach themselves to you, okay? There's a very elusive energy here. I'm not sure if you're aware they're trying to attach itself to you, or if you're aware that they've been there and you're now ridding yourself of them. I think it's something that you're ridding yourself of through some sort of higher state knowledge and wisdom here. Materialism just really won't do. I feel like you're so ready to switch up, you're bringing yourself back into blending into something that you're not used to. It could be a unique transition here, but nonetheless it's bringing about the state of awakening. Look at the angels that are around, the trumpet that's blown. It's like your direction, your attention's being called to something a little less primitive, a little less worldly, and a little more gentle, a little more connected to nature and to animals here, okay? What your heart's really desiring, your spirit guides and your higher self's like, hey, we're trying to get you to look at something. For those of you that are graduating or recognizing something with not only within yourself but that of others, you've taken a huge step. I feel like you've brought some families back together. I feel like the last 7-8 years have been very long years. Some of you, the last 10 years, closing out cycles of just a lot of loss. You're in this state of glow up, this period of freedom, it feels like. And now that you're in this state of freedom, it's like, what would I have? What would I do with myself, Somebody here's winning the lottery, straight up. Somebody here's winning the lottery. Like, they're going to meditate and get the numbers for the lottery. Angel's guidance here. For those of you too, you're really working on yourself, just like what matters to you, what's the rock, what's the core of your foundation. Like, I want to be better, I want to thrive, I want to move in this, but what would build the proper foundation from that? Somebody here is looking at the base core, what do you call that? I heard core principles, but baseline behavior. Okay, baseline, like if I'm going to get here, I know I need to start here. I need to have the truck, the trailer, right? You can't have the trailer and then the truck unless it's a good deal and you still got a few years to go. Whatever it is that's falling into alignment. There's enlightenment here around this, and it could be feeling pretty good right now. Very passionate about what you're doing. Very happy. I'm seeing a lot of fire and water, elements that are mixing together that perhaps have taken a long time to get to the stage. And I'm talking about a lot of melding and a lot of blending here. Peacock spirit comes out again. All right, we got the nature spirit. So I'm going to read that for you guys. I think it's important too that you also know that somebody loves you, In this big whole world, there's more than just 2 or 3 people that love you. There's millions of souls here walking around masked. We are all masked. We've all been masked, and we're just coming to a realization that some of us are far beyond. Some of us haven't even gave it a thought. There's more to this world than, and you're on the precipice of it. You're on the precipice of it, because this message here is for somebody who's there. You're there. Like, the connection is there. It's just finding these other elements or those modalities or these inspirations or these sparks of life that really bring forth the friend in you, okay? I feel like somebody here, past life regression, is going to be very prominent. Maybe this is pertaining to your father or somebody, and I'm just going to say a trigger warning, who was either helped, saved by a father, or vice versa. Your friend's father, somebody was molested. Okay, here. Your spirit guides, 44. Okay, you got hybrid beings out here helping you, and that peacock spirit. So somebody really needs to look that up. And astral travels, okay? You got the Christ consciousness, okay? There's in a trance, shadow walker. So this is very interesting that that's coming out here with birds, birds, birds. Light worker for the highest good. Birds, and especially ravens, like I watched this thing on, you know, it's very interesting. Multidimensionals, let's go to nature. Nature itself is the best physician. Your higher self is asking that you spend some time in nature to heal your mind, body, and emotions. Nature contains healing elements that cleanse, uplift, and revitalize. Just as you take a breath to cleanse the toxins of your physical, just as you take a bath to cleanse the toxins of your physical body, you should take the nature bath that will cleanse the mental and emotional toxins contained within the internal body. Surround yourself with trees, water, the sun, flowers, and various plants to experience restoration. Water is naturally purifying, and spending some time alone next to a stream, river, or lake will naturally help to release pent-up emotions that may be weighing you down. The sun offers its own healing in a form of warmth and comfort. It is a life-giving of energies and warmth and comfort. You will find in the warmth force of optimism. Consider resting next to a tree or experience mental well-being. Breathe in the fresh oxygen emitted from its leaves and help clarify the mind. Take a forest bath to clear sense for its overall physical and mental health. If you need nurturing and comfort at this moment, Mother Nature is the card that invites you to take a respite in her arms. Relax as she provides healing resources that revitalize and restores in your body, mind, and spirit. Wrong path is the right path to gain experience in your search for the right path. So there's a little bit of play on words here. All right, let's get some channel messages out of here. Feels like it could be a little messy here for a moment as you reflect. You're highly connected to ancient wisdom, right? There could be an unsafe situation here. The truth, this is real truth. You're about to find some peace and hope here. Maybe this is because of you or another, a waymaker, authentic spectrum of light and body, or just shining through your own being. Move forward and don't be sorry. There's something about your past life that is surfacing here again, okay? That could be making you feel unsick or well, or you see that in another, and that there is a new perspective that's coming in that has been needed about a liar, a sneak in their motives, and somebody who likes drama and refuses to change. Like on the soul level, really refuses to change. You could be very psychic and intuitive, all right? And it's better late than never, okay, that you're experiencing these unique gifts and talents. And your spirit guides want you to know that there is a very blissful time that is near for you, okay? Your abundance is in your strong faith for humanity, okay? They're saying, you know, I'm seeing a car accident here that happened, and there was a death and a loss here that really set somebody back. And it says there's no going back, okay? Maybe somebody became overweight after an accident, and your spirit guides are saying, you're working through that. I see with that car accident, this could have had to do with some sort of dark witch, okay? But what it really did is it brought you into alignment with 1111. You're working with extraterrestrial higher council of light for the good, right? You'll learn these better boundaries, and there's going to be a lot of gratitude, okay? Gratitude. I see happy faces, smiley. You're very much moving on your spiritual awakening. What do we have from the Animal Oracle and the Universal Energies? Welcome in, guys. What's up? My name is Casey. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just scrolling in, make sure you hit that like button. Give a girl some subscribe. You got the dolphin and the lion that come out here. Man, you got 3 animals that came out for you. You could be highly connected to animals here. All right. Learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or you can go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy? Fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. Peacock spirit. Okay, so you got good news here with the turkey showing up. Gobble, gobble, gobble. You may soon receive an important but very unexpected gift. Accept this with a deep respect. Somebody has sacrificed a lot to help you open doors and grow. A lot of things will change for the better. And then you've got the lion here. Be a Leo. If you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is an invitation to control your temper. You are encouraged to explore how to express your needs or thoughts more openly and constructive to reduce the level of frustration that you're feeling. And it seems like that's something that this change could be going about, this shift that you're feeling, or this ability to speak about something. Somebody's traveling to Cali. I just can't see it. California, 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 and you got the numbers 999, releasing that or moving from it. You got the dolphin of peace. About this frequency that comes in and just kind of alchemizes a lot of things, sets somebody free. There's a lot of freedom here. Slaves being set free. Freedom to think, freedom to feel. Look, he's throwing the hat in there. Freedom, we're free. There's a celebratory energy here that comes in. Yeah, look, celebration again. So be expecting this celebration here. What does this come from? An ending. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and your intuition. Like, use your intuition. Follow your gut feeling. That's the most important thing that you can do here. Nostalgia. I think the collective's going through this time of like just feeling nostalgia, but your guides are wanting to say, you know, you have to look at the tensions behind the way that something was done here, okay? There's completion, and there's a unique soul lesson, a victory here between all souls involved. Even if you don't like this soul here on this planet Earth, you have to remember this person came here, another soul, to wear a mask, a body, a persona, a personality, to infiltrate within your life or your energy system to help you to grow, frustrate you, make you feel emotions, bring you back alive, piss you off, ruffle your feathers, be there for you. Lesson session or a reason, right? A season, a reason, a lesson is when they come. And just be grateful that you're recognizing, one, that that's something that's happening in your life, because that's a huge step. Number 2, that it is happening, and with who. 2, identifying the emotions behind it. How is that resonating with something from your past that's obviously deeply rooted within the soul or spiritual knowing that your body has, which could be a really seeking for this peace and just letting go and realizing. I just see somebody putting their hands up like, I give it to the light, I give it to God, I give it to they know more than I do, my higher self. At this level, I'm only understanding emotions. I send it to my higher self, and all is in divine order. So there's this feeling of peace that's coming through here. The gentle nature of the dolphin reminds you to look for good in everyone and strive to bring peace to your life and those around you. Trust your instincts and your intuition rather than overthinking things. And there's a lot there too. Your spirit guides are like, you know, you're on the brink of graduating and you're still going back to these junior high, small-minded times when you just shut your mind off. But I think another lesson in it is really like you're just recovering from some really hard times. And you could be picking up on a lot of other people's energies too. Like you're recovering from a really strenuous, impulsive, fast-moving, fast-paced last year, 7 years. But you know, you're going to be very dedicated to the cause of being mindful here, okay? I see you bonding here with somebody here in a very unique way. There's thousands of people there, but there's this one person that you're bonding with. You could be going to a concert or some sort of museum. Why do I say museum? But there's definitely something here, okay? You could be noticing, you know, this level of maturity that you've gained as of late, or that of even others that's quite enjoyable for you at this time. For some of you, that gives you anxiety, and I think you just want to protect somebody because you feel like they could be on the up and up. They're about to experience some sort of victory or move away, or maybe you're not going to see your best friend anymore, or your child anymore, because, you know, they've been inducted into the Hall of Fame somewhere. You know, that it's showing that an ending here. Maybe kids are heavy, kids moving away, kids growing up, and there could be some sort of like vicariously living through your children, some sort of jealousy or wanting to protect them from jealous mates. You know, you could see somebody here as very intuitive, imaginative, and just truly wanting the best for them. Wanting, you know, them to use their imagination and still be young. But I think there's a lesson here that everybody is on their path, and that maybe somebody does have a quite unique bond with another. And it could be stunning to a lot of people. Look, a unique bond in imagination. Maybe not in this realm are they married, but in different space and time they are and were. Alright guys, my phone is about to die. I'm going to pull you an angel number. Please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. We've got the rainbow, sweet relief, new beginnings, and a new way forward. Look at that, Aurora Borealis, working with ETs, higher council of light for the highest good. Be your authentic self. Nothing, no one, and no one thing can steal your power, can infiltrate from you. For the person on your mind, if they were honest, what would they say? Since I can't control you, I prefer to daydream of perfect interactions between us where you agree with me. I am afraid to contact you. I am new to this spiritual journey, but I am willing to try and see what I can learn as long as I have you by my side. It kind of does have this little controlling, jealousy, clingy type feeling to it. I didn't follow my own inner guidance, and now I feel stuck in the mud. It is hard to see a way out when everyone around me says that this feeling is normal, so somebody's really in their head here. We both know I am not the one for you. I couldn't let you get close to me. I left when I saw you with somebody else, and I think somebody's like having a really hard time accepting that whether the person you're with now is their end-all be-all, they're definitely not feeling your energy or attention, you know, and I think more or less than this person is afraid of you connecting back with yourself. Somebody here really wants to have this very, you know, they could even be staying up late at night writing this long overdue conversation. See the stars peeking through the backlight, you know, it's almost like being guided to deliver some sort of a message here. There's a lot of nostalgia, a lot of staying awake, there's a lot of not sleeping. Something's driving somebody insane here. This could have to do with the mother, okay? In the justice, like somebody's mom runs something here, okay? That's what I have for that. I feel you even though we are apart. It does feel like a telepathic, you know, old soul connection. Very prominent lesson, something that would feel tiresome here. Let's get 2 cards. Telepathic. I'm feeling guided to pull this one. January. Emotions are strong as you are letting go. Your spirit guides want you to see the light. You can't change anybody. You can only inspire with light. Man, those are the hardest letting goes that you can ever do, is let go of somebody. When you grow into love, just thank the person for helping you to learn these lessons. I see the strength is in your faith. We got drugs, addiction out here. Somebody's working with the Christ consciousness. The timing will be perfect. It says, I love you, 1212. All right, let's get an angel number for the collective. Thank you guys so much for showing up here. You got 2. 10, 10, and 2. The 2 numbers I see all the time. I left when I saw you with somebody. All right. You can do everything by yourself, but life is to be shared. Partner up with the right spirit and you will become a force. Honor your commitments and people around you. Do not judge and remember to listen. The number 1010 was the other number that came out for the collective tonight. It is time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in this process. All right, now I was trying to get off of here, and my spirit guides want me to pull a mystical Martian oracle. They're like prominent on it. Trains and travel could be prominent. All All right, out of the mystical Martian oracle, what do we have? I think that's the only card in reverse. Welcome in, guys. I love you. All right. Here we go. What mystical Martians have a message, and what is that message for the collective this very night in January 20th of 2026? Is there anybody out there? Alchemy, the Philosopher's Stone, infantry, infinity, destiny, and magic. All right. There's a lot of symbology in here. The eye with wings. Almost get there. It's like everything is packed in front of it. Can't see it. Alchemy. There's alchemy. All right. The Philosopher's Stone, or the Great Work, Latin Magnus Opus, was the term for the ancient esoteric alchemist / scientist. Prima Matera work. Magnus Opus literally means masterpiece, and prima matra means formless substance from the universe. Ancient alchemy was shrouded in coded double speak, which involved both psychological, physiological chemistry, and turning base metals into gold, known as the elixir of life and immortality. Possible monoatomic gold, which holds interdimensional qualities. Simultaneously, the alchemist, scientist, mystics practices the esoteric shifting of universal ether, essences, and energy, the hidden to non-seers. The Philosopher's Stone alchemy symbols of squaring the circles is both mathematical and metaphorical. Mathematically squaring the circle only with straight lines and circles is impossible. Metaphorically, squaring the circle is about the merging of spirit and matter. The large circle symbolizes the infinite macro universe. The triangles balancing within the circle symbolizes the ether / spirit trinity of past, present, future life, death, rebirth, body, mind, soul. The material square inside the triangle symbolizes the 4 elements. 4 directions, 4 seasons. The smallest circle inside the square symbolizes the micro, infinite void that links you back into the macro, infinite universe. This card is talking about time, space, infinity. You could be astral traveling, getting out of your body. There's huge change, and there's something that's destiny. Somebody here is also going to pass away or afraid of that. You could have some sort of, I heard mental illness. It wasn't mental illness. I was going to say life-altering illness, cooking, chemistry. Okay, there's huge transformation and transmutation here. This is like working with the infinite, okay? Amazing energy. All right, guys, its magic number until I see you next is the number 8. Feeling called to take 3. 7, 8, 4, 0. Okay. I love you guys. I'm out of here. Have a good night. Leave a like if you guys want a personal read from me. Please look on my description box. Email me so we can get together. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will be doing mini personal reads here on a live, so you can get, instead of paying $100 for an hour, you can get a mini personal 10-minute read for about 5 to 10, whatever you donate, okay? Trying to keep the funds up, hun. Some of us gotta wake for a living. I love you guys. I'm out of here. Kisses from Idaho.